What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. So I just did a video on why the non-feral range Ghoul is an absolutely terrible build, but in today's video I'm going to be showing you the fully feral melee Ghoul build, and I'm finally pleased to say this one absolutely tears it up and it doesn't suffer from the glow issue that I reported in the other build. So I won't mess about, guys. I'll show you first how ridiculous this thing actually is. I launched a nuke on a private server with the assistance of my friend Bud Light Guy 75, keeping the small fries off me that spawn in so I could do a proper test on the queen, and as you can see here, it rips apart her health and she's dead here in 28 seconds with only me doing the damage. It's fair to say this thing absolutely shreds. Now here is the exact same weapon in a melee focused human build. I've skipped through to the end as I didn't want to bore you with the long clip, but it takes much longer to kill her as we don't have the stagger resistance that you have from being a Ghoul build, so it forces you to stop hitting the queen every now and then due to the stagger effect. The difference in time to kill here is massive. It literally takes 4 times longer as a human. Now going back to the Ghoul build, the power of it is just unreal. You can kill any max level enemy with a tiny little tap of the trigger. Even if you don't finish the enemy off, it will die anyway thanks to the massive continuous poison damage from the weapon I'm using, which I'll show you next. You can take down any endgame nuke boss solo using this build without any assistance from others. I took down Earl in less than 3 minutes and could have done it much quicker if I really wanted to and took some liquid courage. So now for the build, what weapon, armor and perks did I use? Well, to start with the weapon, I tested this of course with the best melee weapon in the game right now, which is the Furious Auto Axe with the 2-star mod Heavy Hitters and the 4-star legendary mod Pounders. Now this is no longer considered to be broken or glitched according to the Bethesda patch notes, as the Pounders mod damage boost was fixed in March 2025 and it's returned to the intended numbers, and the effect of the Pounders mod was also reworked for it to give 10 stacks of Onslaught instead. However, the nerf doesn't seem to have affected the weapon that much at all, and with the new update it's actually more powerful than ever before thanks to the Ghoul build giving an absolutely ridiculous plus 150% melee damage bonus when fully feral. As for the 3rd star on the weapon, the 3rd star doesn't matter too much. I have plus 3 strength on this one, but you could use this slot for charisma, endurance or agility, as being a feral Ghoul will reduce all of those other things. And what armor am I using? Well, I'm using a full set of level 40 Vanguard Sentinels powered Brotherhood Recon armor. And finally, what about perks? Now to start off with, the most important one you need is the legendary perk Feral Rage. This means all of your glow abilities cost 50% less, and this is where the non-feral range Ghoul was so poor as glow was almost gone instantly. Anyway, for the rest of the perks, as you can see here, I've just gotten all the slugger cards in strength, but where this build really shines is from 2 other perks in strength, which are actually radioactive strength and brick wall. Now radioactive strength gives you a 150% damage bonus with power attacks, and every attack with the auto axe is actually classed as a power attack. The other perk, Brick Wall, makes you immune to stagger whilst having high glow, and this is what was slowing me down as a human build whilst doing that test. Seeing as you can stand in a nuke zone when fighting the queen, your glow will always be high if you run this as a Ghoul. On top of that, the perk Radiation Power over an Endurance also gives you a damage boost in exchange for glow, which is constantly being replenished by a nuke zone, and the same applies for the perk Science Monster in Intelligence, which gives you 15% bonus damage when getting hit if you have any glow. Now, as cool of all this is that I've talked about today, and I did have fun messing around with the feral Ghoul melee build, ultimately I still just don't like it. And whilst you can do massive damage and it is fun to use, well, in day-to-day gameplay the human melee build is totally fine and overpowered anyway. This feral Ghoul is just to the extreme. But I don't want to be locked into only using melee on a main character and never be able to switch in and out of any other builds whenever I want. It's just way too limiting. So with all this said, it was just a bit of fun and I'm returning to being a human build anyway, but I'm glad I tried it out to show you guys. And that's it for today, guys. Like and subscribe for more Fallout 76 content, and I'll see you in the next one.